Alright, welcome back to Beans, episode 3. Ignoring my messy hair. What are we doing this episode? We will be trying to get the right engine mounts in the car, get the PPF in the car, which is down there, finish up the body loom, reinstalling it, make sure all our lights work, and then hopefully it's just the engine loom and the prop and shaft that we've got to build, which I've got a new fancy laser welder, so hopefully should all be relatively easy. Famous last words. So, Goofy Angus doing too many things at once at the moment. Although I have focused on that rx7 so far the whole time on the channel and only introduced some of my other cars, this is going to be taken off to be dyno tuned next week down at down by Mr. West. I can't remember what his dyno's called. It's near Thruxton, literally it's on Thruxton race circuit. It's who we use for the racing trucks and everyone else. But if you want to see some videos of me tuning this thing, which to be fair, who wouldn't? It sounds kind of cool, it sounds kind of fruity. It's fast. I'll upgrade the pipes, make sure they actually look nice. But it's just some other content other than me failing to build a time attack car. But, or alternatively we have that I'm going to be doing some tappets on because I've been driving it for a few weeks and it's only started to run slightly rough. It's not a coil pack, not a spark plug. And before it ran rough, it did some annoying ticking noises, the cold start beforehand, but they went away. So I think what's happened is the tappets have seized on cylinder 7, because that's where it's claiming there's an issue or a misfire. Still got good compression, so it's just not really opening the valve all the way, which is a bit annoying. And well, that's getting a slave cylinder put in it at the moment. But that's so much of a pain in the ass that I don't think you'll see anything, and it's not terribly interesting. But that might be somewhat interesting to see. So, I might have lied. I've already kind of made a head start. It's already kind of routed roughly. It's not secured in place down one side of the car. You can see I've kind of dummying up some things. I'm planning on doing a V-mount setup, but instead of spending several £1,000s, I'm going to use a MX5 or RX7 3-row thick alley rad, then just an Evo 4 or Evo 5 intercooler, and you can point those on top, pipes point that way, life is good. Well, it's whatever we do on the RX7s at work. Hopefully we can get the lights working, which is the whole point of putting the loom back in, is make sure lights, indicators, all of that kind of random crap works. Not necessarily the functionality kind of standpoint, like it's good to know that it works, but more the motivational standpoint, because it's like you take the little wins and it gives you another boost of motivation to go and finish the rest of the car. Which, to be fair, I've got motivation to finish the rest of the car, but yeah, I just need to get on with it. We have the PPF here, which we're going to build. I think there's some modelling up. I don't think I've put the PPF build bits in the last episode, and I think when I ended the episode I said I had built the PPF. So, yeah, slightly incorrect outro. As you can tell, I'm very good at filming these in order. So, we'll build the PPF, which means we make sure which end mounts up to gearbox, which end goes to this. I will be installing a diff in this some point this week, hopefully. It should hopefully have a 3.9 rear end. I want a shorter ratio, but anything to start with? Oh, hello, it's a dog. Life, at last. Well, mostly there. Engine, kaput. Well, not wide end, we don't want kaput. High beams were never attached in the harness, so those aren't wired in. I will have to rectify that for time attack. If you want to let people know you're on a hot lap, you put your high beams on, blind everyone behind you. We have side lights, indicators, went into the big spaghetti mess here, will be rectified at some point, so that we have functioning indicators, probably useful. We have brake lights, although these aren't wired in. These are actually of MX5 tail lights, but yeah. So I'll chop these connectors off here, and I'll just splice it in to the FD ones. And hopefully all is good. Now I just need to finish off what I've started, and hopefully we have a complete body loom. So, yes, trying to get taillights to work. We have multimeter, we have things. I'm going to change how this is all wired into the car, because currently, or how I had it wired up previously, is turn the ignition on and the whole car comes alive, which I guess is okay, but not ideal. But regardless of the fact, I'm going to pin the plug so I know which one does what, and then we should hopefully have the functioning outer two taillights, minus indicators, because we have to figure out where indicators terminate inside this harness. Yeah, I don't know if they've cut it from the plug, or it's the same thing with high beams. We don't know if it's been cut from the plug, or if it's a simple Angus hasn't wired it in properly. But we'll find out soon. So we have some lights on, and we have some on in the rear. Ooh la la, very nice. We also have our V-mount intercooler set up. Got this from work. Little MX5 right on the bottom. I'm just dummying it up. I will have to make mounts for this in a minute, and I'll also have to make ducting for it to function properly. But that is a problem for later Angus. But at least we have some electrics working. I will need to put in some decent relays for the indicators, because they just kind of sit there kind of dim. Which is a bit odd. I would have thought it would have been done properly from the last guy, but hey ho. Relays, yes, fun stuff. I haven't actually mounted this properly yet, mainly because, I haven't gotten around to it, and I just wanted to check the rear half of the car actually worked. And I'm gonna pop off for the evening, because it's around 10 in the evening. And I'll get back to this tomorrow, I guess. So, unfortunately, running a bit behind. I've been working fairly late this week, so I haven't had too much time to work on this car. And the video needs to come out by tomorrow, so I'll probably do a tiny bit more tomorrow. Which means I'm going to try and get the rest of this body harness finished today, get the brake light switch working properly, so we won't have the brake lights on 24/7 as soon as we switch on the power. And get everything, at least body-wise, working. Engine and all that other kind of stuff will be dealt with probably in next episode. Engine mounts haven't arrived yet, so it's still just sitting in the standard standard MX5 mounts, which are the wrong ones. So just thought I'd give you guys a quick little update. There we are. Brake light switch solved. One of the bulbs is quite bad on one of these lights, which is about a bit dim, but we'll resolve that later. We have some lighty things out the front, some side lighty things there and there. All is good. It's 10 o'clock at night now, so I'm call it night. And I mean, to be fair, the brake light switch, I've literally it's a common thing on FDs, the little rubber insert pops out and it disintegrates into nothing. I get a little 6mm bolt, shove it through, put it out on the other side, and it works as a brake light switch. Same thickness, good shit. So, we're in the shed, where we have cool things like this engine, which is, it's a 1.6 litre out of my MX5. It's forged rods, battery, oil pump. To be fair, fine. I can show you some fancy forged rods. Oh, okay, there's a baffle in there. Yeah, you can kind of see the back speeding rods, and potentially you can see the shininess of a boundary pump gear set. I built this short block a while ago. Never really put it in the MX5. In my other garage, we have the fully built 1.6 litre that might go in it, as well as we've got the LSD here in the shed. But unfortunately, I went off, very distracted, brains all over the place. Bought a trailer, which is a good thing in one respect, except it did take up an awful lot of time, and it's now blocked my garage, or unit. But the trailer will be good because we can transport cars on it, which is nice. But it has mean I haven't really done an awful lot on the rx7 recently. So this is the outro. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was nice. Here are some photos of my trailer and my MX5, known as Dink, on the trailer. Like and subscribe and all the other random things that most people have to say for engagement. And toodles.